Hey guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and we finally got our hands on an Xbox Series S. This video is going to be me unboxing the thing and then giving my first impressions on the console. So, I didn't get a new console, I got a pre-owned console. I happen to be a Gamestop employee, so I ended up getting a bigger discount on it than if I were to get something new because I don't get my employee discount on the new one. So I decided to get the pre-owned one. We're going to see how this one came out. So let's get right into it, guys. All right, guys. So they actually gave me a Wii U box to put the console in. Basically, whenever GameStop gets a console traded in, they trash the original box and then use the pre-owned box to store the consoles in. And considering that the consoles are so new, there are no pre-owned Series X and S boxes, so they have to find ones that work as a secondary kind of one. So they gave me the Wii U box instead. So let's get into opening this thing right now. I made sure that I didn't see the console until I got home. I wanted to surprise myself. I know, that was probably a bad move because you never know if the thing would have been handled badly. But at the same time, it's still interesting, and I want to, give myself, just the taste of what it really is like getting a pre-owned console. I've never gotten a pre-owned new console before, so now the box is open. Everything is basically just crammed in there. Right here, we have the Xbox Series S controller, which is basically already the Xbox Series X controller. It really is. It's the exact same. Feels the same. Looks like didn't have any wear on it. It still feels like a brand new controller, which is great. It's a little dirty, surprisingly, in the slightest bit. The camera can't pick it up much, but it is a good feeling controller. On top of that, we have the HDMI 2.1 cable. I already have 3 of these now. I have one that I bought on Amazon, and then I have the 2 with the Series X and PS5. Got the power cable, which is obviously what you need to power the thing. And the biggest thing, long and behold, if I can get it out of the box, the Xbox Series S itself. I just hit the camera again. This is the console, and oh my god, this thing is really small. I knew this thing was small, but I've never seen it in person. And surprisingly, guys, it's actually kind of heavy too. It looks like, it's like a very light piece of tech, but with everything they crammed in here, this thing is a heavy console. So here we are right here with the power button in the front and the 1 USB port. I really wish they would put 2 on the front, man. It's really annoying when they only put the 1. You got the sync button right there. You got where the air flows, and you got the back with everything. So, wow, I'm actually really surprised that they got all this power into this little box form factor right here. So, I mean, now that we have the thing unboxed, I guess it's time to start testing the thing and see my first impressions on it. So let's get right into that. All right, guys. So instead of testing the Series S on my 4K TV, I thought that I would test it on my 1080p TV, since most people that are going for a cheaper form factor console are more likely playing on lower end hardware and they want something for the budget. I mean, obviously it can play 4K, but this is really aimed more at the casual audience and those who don't care about the 4K visuals, so I'm going to do it on here. I obviously know what the startup screen looks like because I have a Series X already, but I just want to have my first impressions just to see how fast this loads. So let's try this now. And let's hope the thing works, right? There we go. Oh yeah. That's the Series S. Look at that. Now the thing didn't come with any batteries, so I'm using the controller wired right now. Alright, so now I'm going to go and set up the actual console. Alright guys, we went through the entire setup process, so my first impressions on the console are, it is extremely snappy. On this TV at 1080p, the picture isn't great because this TV doesn't really have the best picture quality, but it definitely feels like a next-gen console when it comes to going through the menus. I go into here, I get out of there, I go into the settings, it's snappy as hell. I just keep going into different areas and it takes seconds, even sometimes less than a second to get into these things. So it definitely feels like a snappy console, guys. Let's get into my final verdict. All right, guys, we're here at my final verdict for the first impressions. This video, there really wasn't much to cover because the whole point of it was really just for me to unbox the thing and get my first look at it, see my first reactions for it. So the next video that I have on this topic will be me doing the full review of it. So backwards compatibility, current gen games, and dev mode with emulation. So there's going to be a huge video coming out on this. I'm not exactly sure when. I'm going to have a lot of time to mess with this, but it'll probably come maybe within a week or two. So definitely be prepared for that. But my final verdict right now is that it's an extremely snappy console. Like, it is extremely fast. It's actually, I feel like it's slightly faster than my Series X when it comes to going through menus. Not by the craziest amount, but it's still really fast. when it came to getting the pre-owned console, I'm happy that I went for that, considering that I got the deal on it, and it's also in great condition. They didn't just give me a console that was in bad condition. They gave me a great one. Honestly, it's great that I got this one instead of going for new, because I paid a much cheaper price, and I don't feel like I missed out on getting it pre-owned. So that's basically my verdict on that. I'm very excited to get into testing this thing fully, but for now, I'm pretty satisfied with it in my first impression. So it's always good. First impressions last. Let's hope that it lasts throughout the review, and let's hope I was wrong about the thing to begin with, because a while back I talked all negative about it. So anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video. That was my first impressions and the unboxing. I'll see you all in the next one.